Let's get into it. Here are my top 10 tips to turn your house into a home. Let's get into it. Tip number 1 is decide what home means to you. Let's kick things off by asking yourself a simple but really important question. What does home mean to you? Because the truth is that home isn't just a physical space. Not to get all cliched on you, but home is a feeling. Home is a sanctuary. It's a space where you feel truly grounded and nurtured and safe and like you can really be yourself. So take some time to reflect on the emotions and the memories and the values that really define your sense of home. Whether it's a cozy retreat from the outside world, a hub for community and connection, or a haven of self-expression and creativity. Understanding your personal definition of home lays a groundwork towards creating a space that truly resonates with you. Tip number 2, think about how you want to use your space. We need to think about the functionality of each area in the home because it's just not enough for a room to look beautiful. It needs to really function for your life. A home is something that feels lived in. You can go and create the most beautiful aesthetic space possible. If it's not set up for your life, it just won't feel like a home. Honestly, I think that the best way to do this, the best way to understand how you want to live in your space is to do just that, to live in your space. As you go through your day, reflect on how you live in your home and how you want to live in your home. Take some time to focus on each room and see how it works for you in this chapter of your life. Because also, it's going to change and it's going to shift as you grow and evolve as a person. Like if you're big on movie night, if you love to have your friends and your family come over and order pizza and all sprawl out in the living room and watch something on TV, then a giant cozy cloud couch and a bunch of floor pillows are gonna make your room feel cozy. But if conversation is more your speed, then setting up your living room with chairs facing each other instead of the TV is gonna make your home feel more cozy because that's how you like to live in it. Maybe you prefer to host more formal dinner parties for your family and friends, in which case prioritizing a comfortable dining room or outdoor space that you can eat in might be the better option. Love reading? Maybe you need a cozy reading nook or a library wall. Hate your job and constantly feel like you're drowning in a capitalist-driven feeling of hopelessness and existential dread? Maybe you need a cozy corner where you can relax and decompress at the end of a long day. Whatever it is, don't be afraid to design your space to fit your lifestyle and needs. I actually think a great example of this is Kendall Jenner's open door video on Architectural Digest, which by the way, I will be reviewing in an upcoming video. So, like, subscribe, ring that bell. So Kendall's home was originally designed with a home theater. Super common, super expected once you've reached a certain income level, which, let's be honest, Kendall Jenner has far surpassed. But she realized that she wasn't really using that room. But she had taken up painting recently and was constantly lugging her paint supplies outside to not make a mess. So she gutted her home theater and turned it into an art studio where she and her friends can just go and be messy and creative. And that is a way better fit for her lifestyle, even if it's not as impressive to people who care about wealth. Tip number 3 is create rituals in and around your home. Honestly, I'm probably going to do an entire video on the importance of ritual when creating a home because there's just so much to talk about. But the short version is that we live in a really chaotic and unpredictable world, and that is unsettling for our nervous systems. Our nervous systems don't like that. So rituals and routines give us a much needed sense of structure and stability in an otherwise unstable environment. Rituals also foster connections and strengthen bonds with our families and communities. They're an opportunity to create a shared culture and to pass on traditions. And they can range from simple everyday routines to elaborate and symbolic ceremonies. Everything from your morning cup of coffee to a weekly dinner with family or friends, all the way up to the wedding that you throw in your backyard or your annual birthday celebration for your community. The size of the ritual doesn't matter. The common thread is intention and repetition. Infusing your daily life with meaningful rituals can help anchor you to your space and foster a deeper sense of connection and belonging. Tip 4, fill your home with things you love. It is so easy to walk into a Home Goods or a Target and just grab every little thing you see on the shelf and fill it in your cart and go home and put it on your walls. And all of a sudden now you have a perfect Pinterest-worthy little cookie cutter apartment with no personality, no sentimentality. Anyone could live there. Anyone who's ever been into a Home Goods could live there. And I'm sure it's beautiful, but it doesn't feel like home. And honestly, that's what a lot of interior designers on YouTube do. Sometimes you gotta pull a space together quickly, you just need a pretty thing to fit in that hole on the shelf, and you don't care if it has history or depth or meaning. But when we're talking about turning your house into a home, It's worth taking the time to collect the things that you truly love. Your home should be a reflection of you, a reflection of your personality, your interests, and your experiences. So fill it with that actually means something. Family heirlooms, souvenirs from trips, or weird thrift market finds that have a funny, like, memory attached to them, or pieces of art that just truly speak to you. Curating your space with things you love and that bring you genuine joy gives your home a sense of warmth and personality that nobody else can have, because nobody else is you. Tip 5, you don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it. Keep your home clean and clutter-free. Look, I am not one to judge. This, perfectly curated. That over there, she needs a little love, okay? I'm gonna admit it. I don't know about you. I have never felt relaxed in a cluttered space. You've heard this a million times. You're bored by it. Clutter is loud. It has opinions. It has tasks for you to do. It creates visual chaos, and it contributes to this sense of overwhelm and stress. And it makes it a heck of a lot harder to clean things when you're constantly having to pick stuff up or move it out of the way to dust or vacuum. And let's be real, if you want your home to feel cozy and inviting, you have to clean it. It doesn't have to be spotless, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be clean. Clean enough. Tip 6, design with all 5 senses. When it comes to designing your space, don't just focus on how it looks. Think about how it feels, how it sounds, how it smells, and even how it tastes. Consider how each element of your home appeals to one of your 5 senses. The soft textures of your furnishings, the comforting smell of incense or flowers, the gentle sound of music playing in the background, or even just the sense of quiet and stillness that's waiting for you when you come through that front door. The warm glow of candlelight, the taste of something freshly baked. Every detail contributes to the overall ambiance of your home. To be clear, I'm not saying you have to have baked goods all the time in order for it to be home. Like, what tastes do you associate with your house? What taste do I associate with my house? Banana bread and Tuscan soup. We did it, everyone. That's what it is. All right, tip 7. Lighting is everything. Nothing will give you more bang for your buck than good lighting. You could live in the coldest, deadest apartment you've ever seen in your entire life. Boom. Mood lighting, solved. Solved. Good lighting can completely transform the mood and the atmosphere of a room. So it is essential to get it right. So if you've got just one big old renter boob light in the middle of your space and nothing else, not gonna cut it. Not gonna cut it. That's fine. It can cut it. Whatever, do you. I'm just saying, every space can benefit from layers of lighting. Experiment with layering in lamps and other fixtures to your space and see how it changes things. In my opinion, every space needs at minimum 4 types of lighting. Overhead, so you can see what you're fucking doing. Ambient, so you can set a mood. Task, so that you can focus on what's at hand. And accent, so that your main source of light is not your only source of light. You can also, if you're feeling fancy, get some smart lighting in the mix. It can be spendy. I don't know how I survived before I started replacing my light bulbs with smart bulbs. They're the cheap ones, Philips Whiz. So not Philips Hue, because... And if you watch dudes review them on YouTube, they're gonna be like, oh, the color spectrum isn't whatever. They're amazing. At the drop of a hat, I can have cool, moody ambiance. I can have TV lighting. I can have sexy time lighting. I can have bright focus lighting. Love it. I also, hot tip, if you are an actor or you film in your home or you're a YouTuber or whatever, use smart lighting. Because I just, at the press of a button, have my living room set up to okay, we're filming now. You can voice integrate it with your Alexa if you are into it, if you like letting the government listen to your every move. Tip number 8 is prioritize your pocket. Unless you are absolutely filthy rich rolling in dough, which if you are, you don't need this tip, skip it, go to number 9. You are not going to be able to afford every single high quality item you have your eyes on. I have expensive taste. I got West Elm taste on a Goodwill budget, all right? So you want to decide where to invest strategically and where to scale back. So invest in high use items that are going to last you a long time. Beds, Couches, chairs, linens, cookware, rugs. That's a space that you want to put your money into because they're items that you're going to use every single day. They're going to get a lot of wear and tear. Having a higher quality there makes a lot of sense. And you want to keep the design voice of these investment pieces a little more neutral, a little more scaled back. If you're prioritizing where you spend, it's probably not a good idea to drop a ton of money on something that's really trendy because it might not stand the test of time. So get pieces that are a little more neutral, a little more chill, that can evolve with you as your style changes. And for the items you're not investing in, just remember that it doesn't have to be expensive to be intentional and to be beautiful. One of my favorite things in my house is my dinnerware. Yep. Plates. I love to cook, I love to host, and I really love to make beautiful presentations. So I was looking for something really streamlined and simple that could let the food be the main event, but also was beautiful in its own right. And of course, I'm like drooling over plates that are, $14 a piece from West Elm or Crate and Barrel. And instead, I went to a big box store and found these beautiful and totally inexpensive dupes. They were not expensive at all, but because I knew what I was looking for and because I was intentional in my search, I was able to find something that does give me like a little spark of joy every time I grab it. Tip number 9, celebrate seasonal traditions. This one is connected to bringing a sense of ritual into your home, but we're specifically talking about honoring the changing seasons because each season brings its own beauty and opportunity for celebration. I love filling my home with cozy blankets in the winter, opening all of the windows in the spring, and heading outdoors to celebrate the beauty of summer and fall and finding ways to bring that outdoors home with me. Embracing seasonal decor and traditions allows us to connect with the beauty of nature and celebrate the cyclical rhythms of life. Tip number 10, forget what's trending and design for what you love. Is anyone else like sick of trying to keep up with Pinterest? Remember that when it comes to creating a home that feels truly inviting and authentic, focus on the decor that you love. Forget about following the latest design trends or keeping up with the Joneses, because your home should be a reflection of your unique style. So trust your instincts and design your space accordingly. Little bonus tip, make memories in your home. I said it once, I'll say it again, I'll say it 1,000 times. Homes are meant to be lived in. Homes are meant to be lived in. This is the last tip on the list, but honestly, it's the most important one. I had to add it because I just couldn't leave it off. It's also the easiest one to do because it is completely free and you can start doing it right now. Yes, all of the design tips and tricks we've talked about go a long way towards creating a cozy space, don't get me wrong. But ultimately, it's the memories we create in our homes that make them truly special. So take the time to enjoy your home, surround yourself with the people who matter most, and watch as your space magically transforms from an uninspired beige box, I wrote, into a hub of cozy feelings. Yeah, I'll buy it. Watch as your space magically transforms from an uninspired beige box into a hub of cozy feelings. Whether you're hosting dinner parties, game nights, or movie nights to fill your home with family and friends, or just having meaningful connection time with your partner, or creating memories by and for yourself. Fill your home with laughter and love. Don't be afraid to let loose and have fun, and make the most of every moment in your home, because these shared experiences are what truly turn a house into a home. All right, thanks everyone for tuning in. Before we wrap up, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss out on my next video, where I share 10 things in my cozy minimalist home that just make sense, including a few that might surprise you.